Let's see. We should go live, and after that, I'm gonna fucking stream it. I need to figure out how to fucking do one of those time setting things and shit, man. Let's see.
Oh, you talking about the events?
No, no, no. Like you know how like when you set up a time, right? Uh,
When you schedule the stream?
yeah, yeah. Schedule the streaming. That's what I'm talking
That's an
about.
event.
Oh, gotcha, gotcha. All right,
You got to do that from you got to do that from YouTube and then
gotcha.
go back to whatever software you're using.
All right, definitely. I'll figure it out. But anyways, let's start the show. Hey, yo, what's up, y'all? It's Gaming Despair. I hope you guys are having a bad day and you live your life with no hope. You know, despair for life, motherfuckers. All right. So what I wanted to talk about was the PlayStation Showcase. Sorry, I'm late about it. Been busy with work, studying, passed my real estate test, and then now I'm trying to fucking get my national and state exam test. All right, but aside from that, I want to talk about the PlayStation Showcase. And another thing too, like actually now Thrash, I remember I was watching his video. He was like, not I wouldn't say nitpicking, but like literally checking out every single little detail in the first that live action video and stuff that they had. That was a pretty cool video. I watched the whole thing actually when I was at work. But what I want to know is what you guys thought about the whole showcase. What are you guys excited for? I mean, and what's your fucking score like for the actual showcase? I don't know who wants to go first.
I,
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Basically, I thought the show was pretty decent. There was a handful of games that I actually really feel like playing and shit like that. There was a few games where I was just like, I'm not really interested. Like the tiny, I forgot what the name is called, but they basically look like Borderlands to me.
Oh, the Tiny
But
Tina, the Wonderland or some shit like that. The Borderlands game, right?
yeah, I didn't really find interest in that. But they showed off Forspoken. They showed off
Project Eve.
Project Eve. They showed off Spider-Man 2.
Wolverine. God of
Yeah, all
War.
them games got me hyped. Like, so outside of that, I mean, the show was pretty good. I mean, I I give it like a 7.5.
Man, bro. You know what? Fucking. I should have gave out my fucking score first. To be honest with you, I gave it a 9.5 out of 10. To be honest with you, because man, just like everybody else here, we play our games and shit. But fuck, man, I gave it a 9.5 because I liked everything they showed. From Project Eve, everything up to God of War. So I thought it was some good stuff. Even that one game, that little small indie game with the little girl where she could I guess attach her spirit to other animals. I thought that shit was pretty
Chaya.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the
Chaya.
one. Yeah, Shia, gotcha. I just didn't want to pronounce it wrong. But yeah, man, that shit looked dope as hell too. But yeah, man. Lamar, anything else you're interested in or
I definitely was excited when they showed off Wolverine, even though they didn't like show off like gameplay of it. But I was still like, oh shit, they're actually working on a Wolverine game. Because I remember there was this tweet from Jason Schreier that said there was gonna be superheroes. Then I saw Guardians of the Galaxy. I was like, oh, is that the only game that's coming from the showcase? And then they showed Wolverine, and then like Spider-Man 2 almost like back to back. I was like, oh shit, he wasn't capping in this case. So like I said,
yeah.
I was pretty
No, go ahead, go ahead.
I thought the show was pretty good overall.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, 7.5 technically isn't a bad score, but yeah, dude, I kind of lost my mind when they showed Wolverine and the blades come out. I did not expect it. I don't think
I
any
wanted to
video.
give it an 8.
Go ahead.
My bad, but I wanted to give it an 8. But then I saw Deathloop, and I was just like, the more they show this game, I'm just like less interested in it. So I was just like, eh.
Well, I ended up
That kind of
buying
brought
it.
the score down a bit.
I ended up buying, but I think the reason why they showcased it again, I think Omar was telling me actually it had to do something with Bari and Persona. They were talking about it. The reason they probably showed it again was because, what's it called? That they're not getting enough sales, so they have to keep further promoting it. I mean, like, dude, there's a discount for the game, and it hasn't even launched, so that's probably what it is. But, I'm definitely going to check it out. I already bought it, like I said, I'm playing on the PS5, but just because I'm an Arcane fan, I love the Dishonored series, and I like Prey too, man. So, I'm definitely gonna
Oh
check this
yeah,
out.
they also showed the KOTOR remake, which I never actually got the chance to like fully play, but I'm definitely interested to see how that works. I usually judge these shows on what games I'm actually like interested in buying, and there was only like a small like handful that I was just like on. But overall, a lot of the show stuff they showed was pretty hype, so that's
Yeah.
why I gave it the score I gave it.
Yeah, Knights of the Republic. I saw some people lose their minds off that shit. And there was a fucking other game I forgot. Damn. Shit, my mind is blurry, man. Anybody else want to go on?
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can.
we do.
All right,
Who is that?
all right.
That's Weeb.
Oh, what's up, man? Yeah, go ahead.
Hey. Okay, yeah. Sorry, guys, don't have any professional equipment or anything, so this is the first time doing this, so I hope it's not too bad. Yeah, I'd say.
Sounds good so far.
All right, that's good to know. Yeah, I'd give it an 8. It had its downs. The middle part was, I guess, trash, and it starts well with the remake of Knights of the Old Republic, and yeah, Wolverine and Spider-Man 2 that really clinched it. So I think an 8 is fair.
Yeah, I think the show. I've been thinking. It made me think about show. Wait, can y'all hear me? I don't know if y'all can hear me.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Man, you know how I should be tripping. This nigga Blue think that he ain't got the equipment. Nigga, I'm on a flip phone. Nigga, might as well be.
Yeah, he need to buy a mic. I told him why.
But I was thinking about like shows, right? Like because my score is an 8 too. But I'm like, wait a minute. You know what score? What would be a 10? I mean, almost every score, every show has ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll show something that you've seen already, or then they'll show you some new shit. But they'll always end it with some big banger shit, right? And I was watching Six Show, even though I don't know what's up fuckers up with YouTube, bro. They didn't even let me know he was live. So I called it after the show. But I guess THQ had a show, and then they ended it with fucking SpongeBob, and them niggas didn't even know it was ended. That's a bad show. You know what I'm saying? If you don't even know, if your blockbuster is a fucking SpongeBob game, your final fucking game, and then niggas didn't even realize the show was over. Then nigga Sick was like, oh, it's over. Like that's it. That's when you say it's bad. But the PlayStation show, I'm like, damn, they always have this shit. But then I thought about the PS5 show where they first announced the PS5, and he was like, I ain't gonna say shit. I'm gonna let the game speak for themselves. Let's go, right? And then it was like, boom, game. And not all of them was super bomb, but it was a very good show. That was like a 9 show. So yeah, I give it an 8. I was just scaling that shit, but I think God of War is underrated. I think it got overshadowed by Wolverine, Spider-Man 2, and it shouldn't have got it, but it did. There's some shit. I'm actually making a breakdown video, but there ain't a lot of new shit. But there are some new shit. I'm not even talking about the enemies. But I can understand why it didn't garner too much, because they should have showed a boss. I don't know, bro. But I think God of War, to me, was one of the most exciting things there. Wolverine was I just need to see gameplay, so I can't really say that shit could be a stick figure game for all the fuck I know. Stick figure with nails on his fucking
Like a fucking side scroller or some shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like in Insomniac we trust though. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I learned my lesson from trust with Cyberpunk. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was trusting them niggas that put out a good game because of The Witcher. Yeah, I didn't even like The Witcher, but I saw the semi quality in it. You know what I'm saying?
Like
it was
like
real
the potential.
Yeah, you know, you can, but then you can't. That's what I was saying. You can't really put it on their merits. I know that Insomniac know what they're doing, but then I think about Insomniac. I'm like, have they ever made an ultraviolet game like that? Will it be ultraviolet? So I'm a wait to see. I mean, looking at the trailer, I even have a video that I haven't released that breaks down that trailer, and there's a lot of shit, and there's a grip of violence, but. We'll see.
We don't know if they're like gonna go ultra violent, like all the way, like.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at what Insomniac does, they always make silly games, right? And Spider-Man is a silly fucking character. You know what I'm saying? He just is. I mean, just you swinging around, you're fucking saying jokes. Ratchet and Clank, you jumping around shooting, but you're saying jokes. that other game they made for Xbox, same thing. You know what I'm saying? Think back in the
Sunset
day,
Overdrive.
they did a bunch of shit. Yeah, so it's like it sort of fit in their criteria, but ultra violent games that Wolverine needs to be. I'm not sure, but at the same time, I'm not going to put it down. Of course, I'm gonna be waiting. I have all the expectations that it will be great and it will be what it should be. But until I get a trailer, no. And then Spider-Man, people thought that was a fucking CGI trailer when it was actually in-game captured on the PS5, and it shows just how fantastic that game is going to look. Insomniac carrying
in
game.
2023.
You said what?
Imagine when it comes out in 2023. That's just gonna be insane.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. The way I see it is like this, bro. What Sony did, I gave him a 10 on the show. I'm sorry, I give him an 8 on the show, but I give him a 10 in the message. The message is we are the best out of anything in gaming. Not anyone, not Xbox, everybody. There is nobody that can hold a candle to us. We have just elevated gaming to a level, and y'all haven't even caught up to us, our elevation of fucking Horizon back in the day, or fucking Uncharted 4. I have yet to see a Xbox or a Nintendo or a PC game come out exclusively that's actually matching up to Uncharted. And I know a lot of people forgot how good Uncharted looks. People need to go back.
Yeah.
And if you can't catch up to their old shit, I mean, there's people who can't catch up to the PS3 version of The Last of Us. And if you can't catch up to that, and then Sony just put the level up way higher, they are on a plane alone by themselves. And that's scary because I don't want them to be alone. I don't want them to. We seen what happened when they were alone with the PS2. And, when the PS3 came around, they got ultra cocky. You know what I'm saying? They get too jazzed by this shit. Nigga, we a beast. We do anything we want, And they need that competition. And it's clear that Microsoft just isn't going to be that competition. They got decades to catch up to.
Yeah.
And
it kind of reminds me. It reminds me exactly what you're saying right now about the whole video you did about the that first first video of that they showed. It wasn't animated, the live video, and then how you're explaining the whole chess and everything like that. That's kind of like what it sounds like you're coming off of. Yeah.
It's the new Sony. Sony is doing a new type of strategy, and you can see it in the shit. Like they're using their queens. The queens is the most dynamic shit that they got, and they're using them strategically, and they're making everybody else around them feel like, oh yeah, I got this, and everybody else is protecting their queens and protecting their best games. And Sony like, nigga, shit, nigga, we not gonna do the old way. We doing it our own way. And if you look at it, look how they're doing it. They're taking all these small developers and making them big. Like,
and elevating them to the top.
Yeah. And then that's why they had the pawn. That's why they had the pawn come in and beat out the fucking the king. Yeah. Is because like they're if you look at their pawn studios, Guerrilla Games used to be a pawn studio. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Insomniac wasn't even part of them. You know what I'm saying? And they are over here competing with the
just
king.
Because.
Yeah, definitely. No, yeah, I completely agree with you, Thrash. I was watching that video the whole time, like when I was driving, and I was like, man, this makes sense. But before I go off topic and I go with anybody else about their score and what they thought about the show, let me go off topic a little bit. Wolverine, that has to be a fucking rated mature game, right? I mean, do you guys think it would be teen for teens? Because man, that shit seemed kind of dark to me. I don't know what you guys think about that.
Well, based off of the stuff that I think the director, whoever is like in charge of how it works, the Wolverine game should be mature rated. And like I said, when I saw the trailer, I saw blood on Wolverine's hand, so I was like, oh shit, if this is not M rated, there's something wrong.
Yeah, when I saw it, that was my first concern. I was like, at first I was really excited, and then I was like, I don't know, it might be teen because it's Insomniac, and I really do feel like it deserves to be rated M. But I mean, I don't know. Insomniac hasn't put out a rated M game, have they?
No. That was actually what I was about to ask, and you're right about that.
Yeah, that's right. That was my concern as well.
Well, why wouldn't they be able to do that? I mean, look at The Last of Us Part 2, how bloody that is. I mean, it's not like Sony has a problem with these kind of games, so why wouldn't Insomniac be able to do it?
No, we just saying. Well, this is the beauty of it, right? I believe that Sony went to every studio they have and said, "Challenge yourself, or somebody's get fired, nigga." And I believe that this is Insomniac's challenge to make a game that is ultra violent that they've never made before, and that's why I think it's going to be violent. I mean, like I said, I went through the bit. I need to release that video, dog. I just don't like it because it's not funny. but it points out like it's dead bodies everywhere in there. I mean, you got blood coming out of people's ears and shit. I don't know if people caught that, but it's looking like it's ultra violent. But again, you know what I'm saying? You never fucking know. But I never seen blood in Spider-Man. I never seen blood in Ratchet and Clank or Sunset Overdrive. And because they didn't have blood and this did, I think that's a big indication of, yeah, it's going to be fucking bloody. It has to be, bro. This boy got 6 swords in his hands. You know what I'm saying? Like,
by the way, Resistance 2 was rated M. So, and they made that. So it's not like that's their first rodeo.
Wait, was it? I don't remember.
Yeah, I believe Sunset Overdrive was also rated M. It just didn't like have that like blood factor.
Wasn't rated M? Why? They were killing soda.
Okay, forget I said anything.
And we shouldn't even be worried about if it's rated M. It should automatically be rated M if that's rated M. But I just hope it's violent. I hope it's like bloody gore, you know, Logan the movie type. Not X-Men type Wolverine, but Logan Wolverine. You know what I'm saying? Not X-Men the movie. To where he's fucking, I got my swords and I stab you through a wall, no blood. Apparently, it's all my claws. Not with the Logan Wolverine, where he was stabbing niggas in the fucking head and shit.
Yeah.
So
they basically have to just do the Wolverine Origins game, right? That was bloody as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sunset Overdrive was rated M. That's interesting.
That is interesting.
What's crazy? Now that y'all talking about Wolverine, what I find to be really, really crazy is how niggas don't play shit until something new gets announced, bro. That Wolverine Origins game been out forever. I'm talking about since 2000.
Yeah, I remember people were starting to play that shit. Like
all of a sudden, niggas is firing up their PS3s. I'm like, bro, like,
so you didn't play this before?
Now you want to play it? Like, come on, these niggas be on one, dog.
Yeah, Wolverine was tight too. I love that game. You know what I'm saying? I played too many. I'm telling you, I was sitting back. I'm like, God damn, I do play too many fucking games. I didn't have heard people say a name.
Is that Wolverine game a movie game?
A movie game? It is.
No.
It was a movie. It came out around the time. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wait,
was it based on?
What are you guys talking about? You guys talking about the new one, or are you guys talking about?
No, I'm talking about the PlayStation 3 one.
Oh, gotcha.
No, that was based off the. It was based off X-Men's Origins Wolverine, the movie.
Okay, yeah, so that would kind of explain why a lot of people didn't play it.
Nah,
because
bullshit.
I have seen.
If these niggas love Wolverine, Ace, if they really love Wolverine like they say they did, it wouldn't matter if it was a movie tie-in. Because I played every one of those fucking Spider-Man games, bruh. I'm talking about Shattered Dimensions and all, nigga. It didn't matter if it was a movie tie-in or not. It didn't matter if it was a movie tie-in or not. You mean to tell me, now there's a stipulation that if the game is a movie tie-in, now niggas get a pass for not playing the shit?
No, I don't say they get a pass. I'm just saying that it explains why. Because a lot of people I've seen chose not to play games based on reviews when it comes to PlayStation 3 era. Because of, how should I say it? A lot of superhero movies got a lot of bad games.
One sec. Yeah. Hey, do you guys see that feedback? Oh, there's landscapers outside. I don't know if you guys could hear that shit, so I can mute my mic.
No, I can't hear. I'm over here checking if it was me. Nah, I don't hear nothing, bro.
All right, cool.
It's no register. It's no register. If the green go around your fucking icon, then it's not registering. That's how you check and see.
All right, sounds good. All right, go ahead, Omar. Go ahead.
But I was done with my statement.
All right, gotcha, man. Yeah, but I'm expecting to be mature, man. Hopefully that's the case because
Yeah, no. So according to what I've seen, one of Naughty Dog ex-developer is going to be part of the development team for Wolverine. So
Yo, that nigga might have been the person that fucking animated the characters, bruh. Like,
no,
he worked for Naughty
according
Dog, don't mean.
apparently he animated that Abby scene with Joe. Apparently he was part of it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
Yeah,
that.
but there's an entire game behind that. Like, one developer ain't gonna change that. Same way when developers was going over the fucking Xbox, and I'm like, yo, y'all niggas don't realize that there's a team of people that make this shit happen, not one person.
I know, but I'm talking about if the game, which I hope it's going to be rated M for mature, then you would want to have someone like them on your side. The dude that animated the Abby scene with Joel.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bruh. Like, if it ain't rated M, I'm still playing that shit. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of that bullshit.
Right.
What I want y'all to pay attention to though is that a lot of parents, like, you know, the ones that are like overly protective of their kids and shit, they pay attention to that bullshit rating that we don't pay attention to. And I don't know if it's going to be solely a maturely rated game. Again, it might have some mature content in it, but it may not be enough to rate it, you know, M for mature. And I don't even know if Marvel or Disney would even want to do that, because then you cut out a whole subsection of people that would have potentially bought it. And while we love it as gamers, as consumers, we love the fact that they're giving them this IP. There's another subset, you know, the business subset, where these niggas is looking at numbers. They don't give a fuck about how we feel. They want to know, how can we get this shit into the most possible fucking hands with the current situation that we have.
Yeah, definitely.
But if that's the case, why would they even allow it to be exclusive then?
Because exclusive games tend to sell a lot more than even multiplats, my boy. And also, you got to realize that Sony made a deal to ensure that this shit is exclusive. You're under the assumption that to get it in the most hands, the game has to not be exclusive. Is that what you're saying, Omar? I just want to be clear in how I respond to this.
I agree that.
No. I need you to say what you mean and mean what you say, Omar.
Yeah, I know. I mean what
you say is going to take this conversation in a very different direction.
No, some exclusive sells a lot more than multiplat. I wholeheartedly agree with that. But some multiplat sells also more than exclusive. So if you,
I'm guessing it depends on like the IP, I guess, or just whatever like person is publishing or developing it. Probably depends on that.
So
it depends on that. It depends on the type of the game, what it is. If it is
with Spider-Man, what's the best-selling Spider-Man game?
I think I think the PlayStation 4 Spider-Man.
Now,
I'm not sure if it's that or Miles Morales.
Let me ask you another question. So that game is the most selling Spider-Man ever.
Yeah, it even outsold.
That it also outsold back all the Batman games.
Yep, it outsold all the Batman games.
No, so was Batman a bad game?
Nope.
Batman was accessible by a whole bunch of other motherfuckers, right?
Yeah.
They were able to get it on PC. They could get it on Xbox. They could get it on. I think the Wii had a Batman game, if I'm not mistaken. They could get it in all those places
combined. Yeah,
they could get it in all those places. I'm talking about with over 160 million consoles out there. I ain't even including all the PCs that were capable of playing it. But you telling me that Spider-Man by Insomniac outsold all of those games?
Yep.
And
it
you
was
sure it
only
doesn't have
exclusive to
anything to do
PS4.
with exclusivity?
Wait, can you repeat that?
Does it have anything to do with exclusivity? Do you think that added to the hype of that particular game?
Definitely.
Okay. Now, do you want to revisit that question about X-Men or Wolverine being exclusive? And
No,
me
but I
talking
can,
about
I
the
can
rating?
give you.
Me
I can
talking
give
about the
you.
rating is telling you that they don't want to cut off a potential set of people that could play this while it's exclusive. What made Spider-Man so great is that pretty much anybody could buy that game. Parents weren't going to be like, no, I'm not going to let you buy Spider-Man.
Because it's kid friendly. I got it.
Well, it's kind of like how a lot of horror movies in the past, like I would say, like maybe 10 years, most of them are rated PG-13 because a bunch of kids can pay and go see it without their parents, and they reach they get more ticket sales.
Bingo.
I don't not entirely convinced that works the same for games. I don't think rating matters that much for sales. I think M-rated games do pretty well. I mean, GTA 5 is M-rated. It's the best-selling game of all time.
Uh-huh.
Look, I'll say this about the whole strategy of the whole thing, especially with Spider-Man. The biggest asset Spider-Man did for Sony was sell PSN. So what the fuck it did. People be like, "Hey, it's a single-player game." Nigga, how? Be like, because that motherfucker sold consoles to motherfuckers who normally wouldn't buy that console, man. I mean, that shit is more than a system seller. It's a type of game that draws in people who are only into comics but want to play this shit, or kids who are only in Fortnite want to play Spider-Man because Spider-Man is that guy. And so then people get PlayStations and people naturally get PS Plus when they start seeing what's available on that. They made more money off of they made more money off the game than anything. But after the game, they didn't make as much money off. They don't make too much money off of selling systems. They make money off of the PS Pluses that people tend to get. Not 100%, but people tend to get with that. That's when they get that money.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's the reason why it'll never go. I mean, why would any company trying to sell hardware to build upon what they already have on top of to get more fans, and you got to have exclusives in order to sell your shit. And these type of exclusives is what Sony has its strength in. Other than Nintendo, those two companies are the ones who use exclusives to sell everything else. And Microsoft's strategy is pretty different, and that's where they're failing, because they think they can change the game when they don't even have the XP to even run the game. They are still newborns in the gaming space, and they're trying to change it to what they want it to be, and they're failing at it because at the end of the day, gamers don't want that. And gamers want big time, great fun games, exclusives or not. So if you make a big time fun game exclusive, then they're going to flock to your console. And if they flock to your console, they're going to flock to your services. And then that's how they're going to make their money.
Yeah.
So I believe like having exclusives and a game selling great. And if you look at games that didn't sell great that are third party, like Batman, well, it sold great, but it didn't sell more than Spider-Man, even though available to millions more people. It goes to show that you can go on your own strengths and how you market it and what you're actually doing. I believe Wolverine might sell more than fucking Spider-Man. That's just me.
You think?
I think it's gonna sell more.
Interesting, because Spider-Man is, I think,
Spider-Man is that
the
guy.
most beloved superhero out there.
I mean, I think exclusives
Spider-Man
do
is that
matter.
guy, but so Wolverine is a different crowd of the same crowd. You know what I'm saying? Wolverine, I mean, Spider-Man, if you like Spider-Man, you like Wolverine. But Wolverine is just a more gritty, mature, grown-up type crowd. And at the same time, he's still loved by the younger crowd. I believe that it's going to bring people over who haven't decided to go over to PlayStation now. It's gonna be the same motherfuckers who want Microsoft to make superhero games now. Those same motherfuckers, Microsoft ain't finna do that shit. They would have been done it. They ain't gonna do that shit. So it's gonna be these same people, all these people who are hype about this game now, who don't have a PlayStation, are gonna be buying PlayStation. I think this game is gonna be bigger than Spider-Man. I think that the PS5 is gonna sell more consoles than the PS2. and it's definitely gonna outsell the fucking PS4 if you ask me. And by the time this game come out, I think it's already gonna surpass the PS4, the PS5. That's what I believe.
With the pandemic as well, that would be interesting.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, man, I agree with you, honestly, 100% on that. And sorry, we got a little off topic. I wanted to ask Kay about what you thought about the show and what her score was. And Sick and, I already asked Lamar. Yeah, just you guys. I don't know who wants to go first out of you two.
She can go ahead.
Go ahead, Kay.
I had a hard time trying to rate this show. In the end, I gave it an 8. But my problem was that most of the show, in my personal opinion, it almost felt more like a state of play up until, they started showing the real heavy hitters at the very end. Let's say, I would say almost half of the games that were showed, the games had already been announced or we've already seen content from it. We knew about the Tiny Tina's Borderlands thing. We've seen Forspoken. We know about GTA 5. We saw Tokyo, Ghostwire. We knew about the Guardians of the Galaxy. And, oh my gosh, I rolled my eyes when they showed Deathloop again. Honestly, they didn't even have to show that at all. That was not needed.
I get what you want, Deathloop, because but at the same time, think about it. Like I said it before. Maybe they just didn't have enough sales for it, and then they just wanted to market it just a little more because obviously the game didn't even launch. Well, it already launched, but it was actually at a discount at PS Plus.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I want to ask Kay, do you care about gameplay showcase or no? Because when it comes to Forspoken, it was genuinely the first time that they actually showed you a glimpse of how the gameplay operates. Same for Tiny Tina.
Well, the point was that we have seen something from them and we knew about them. And I'm kind of comparing this show to last year's show because that was like a huge, they called it a showcase, and that's what it felt like. And they showed a whole bunch of new things that we never even seen or heard of. And maybe that was the problem, is that maybe they showed too much last year. I felt like they set a bar, and this is, of course, my personal opinion. This is how I felt, was that they set a bar, and that this year, if it wasn't for Wolverine, Spider-Man 2, and God of War, it would have been, in the end, extremely disappointing.
So then let me ask you this, and do you think because we haven't had a show in a long time, a proper show like this in a long time, that added to your disappointment? If you knew that PlayStation is going to have another show like this, or they already had another show like this, do you think your score would have been different, or your opinion would have been different?
Different based on what again?
Based on how many times PlayStation have been. We know PlayStation have skipped on Gamescom, they skip on Tokyo, they're gonna skip on Tokyo show, they skipped on E3. Do you think if they showed on these places, then this event would have been less disappointing, or no?
Honestly, I was actually hoping to see some new IP, because I feel like that's what, to me, a showcase, you show off new things. And they showed off, Wolverine, Spider-Man 2, and God of War, but that's only 3 games compared to last year. They showed more than 3 games that we never even knew about. Even if it was just a small teaser trailer,
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Because they came out and said that they have multiple new IPs in the works.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe there might be some surprise show down the road. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't follow rumors. I don't follow leaks. I don't follow that bullshit.
Right.
So, it is what it is. But maybe, who knows, man? I
None
mean,
of it what Kay just said is rumor or leak. This was confirmed by PlayStation themselves.
no, I'm just saying in general. I'm saying there could be a show down the road, like this year still. But
That, yeah, I hope so, because they need to show more. Like, you can actually see the quality change between what they showed at the beginning. Like, for Pokken, it's fucking amazing. Tiny Tina is my jam as a huge Borderlands fan. Like, it's Borderlands mixed with magic. Turn me the fuck on. That's a game I'm super hyped for. Other than that, it's just the mid-section tanked the entire show for me. And then when they showcased, they came with 3 developers from PlayStation third party, and they destroyed it at the end.
yeah.
It's like the power of PlayStation. I really wish they showcased way more stuff.
Yeah.
And my score would be a 6.
All right. Oh yeah. So you're gonna give out your score. Hopefully, hopefully, sick is not gonna come at your ass too hard and shit, man. So like,
I can come.
Go ahead, sick, man. Is he still?
I get a show like a 8.5, bro.
Good shit.
Yeah, I ain't playing with Omar today, man. Omar say this show is a 6, but can't tell you a show that's better, like at all. Like I'm not doing that today. I think that the show was 8.5. I mean, there was some stuff in there that I really didn't care to see, such as like the Death Loop. I think Deathloop was like the main shit that I really didn't care to see in GTA 5. Because, I mean, come on, bro. Like, GTA 5 has been around for God knows how long, bro. What we going on, what, like 8 years now?
8 years.
Like
Like,
the PS3 days.
2013 when it came out, right? Like, we done went through 2 generations of this game. And when they showed you, like, the enhanced version, it still looked the same. Like, it didn't capture anything new. If it would have showed you something that really felt like, oh man, they really took some time and expanded and innovated on the title, then maybe I wouldn't feel the way I feel. But I feel like they're just advertising this game again. That's all it feels like. I did like a lot of the stuff that was at the show though. God of War Ragnarok, Spider-Man 2, Wolverine, GT7, even getting a remastered version of Uncharted. You know what I mean? Because I feel like they did it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Instead of putting, an upgraded version specifically on the PC and still having the people with your new console with the fucking 15 version of the game, they actually did it proper. They said, okay, we're going to release this on PC, but here's the caveat. PlayStation 5 owners, we're going to give you a remaster version of the game as well. So I'm happy with that.
Any idea for money or free?
Who?
Any idea if for money or free?
For
I can't understand what you're saying, Omar.
Okay, I mean, if you need to buy it or it's free upgrade.
yes, you have to buy things, Omar. You can't expect everything to be free. You have to buy things. Y'all gotta stop being like these fucking Xbox out here, bro. They put extra work into making this version of the game, bro. Either you buy it or you don't. You don't have to. You can simply say, hey, Sony, I don't want to give you $10. I don't want to give you $10 to play Uncharted again. I'm satisfied with what I played back when it released. You can always say that and walk away from it. Bro, I swear I don't want to hear these niggas crying, talking about, oh my God, but I bought it back in 2015. How dare they not give me an upgraded version for free? Because that's essentially what you guys are going to say.
Yeah, definitely. I completely agree with you.
I should get it. I should get it for free. Even if they announce a $10 version, you're going to still say, but I should get it for free.
Yeah. I mean, you know how people are, bro. They're so fucking entitled. They think that you should just hand them something.
Get everything for free.
Are working and shit. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
Bro,
saying.
I wish I could go and eat a meal at fucking, I don't know, go and eat a meal at fucking IHOP or Denny's, and then they make a, an enhanced version of that meal, and then I can go back and get that shit for free. Like, I just wish that would be a thing, man. Like, yo, I drink this fucking this goddamn Diet Coke, nigga. I should be able to get the Coke Zero for free, my nigga. Like, why can't I get the upgrade for free, bro?
Yeah,
okay, or let's do this. Instead of me paying full price for the Coke Zero, my nigga, can I get that shit for like, I don't know, like 20 cents?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, discount that shit.
Yeah.
The way I look at it, because like I said, I'm with Sick. We've been with this shit. Like, you got to support the devs, period. But the way I see how people are talking about their products, and people saying, "Oh, I had it for, I got it in 2015. How come I can't get the upgrade for free?" And I'm like, nigga, you wouldn't do the same thing. Like, if you worked at the job, right? You worked at the same job for 4 years. Are you going to want to raise within that time? Or is it okay for your boss to say, well, you're doing the same job, so why you need a raise? Right. Like, are you going to accept that? You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like people are working, bro. Like, this is what kills me, dog. It's not like they snap their fingers and all of a sudden everything upgraded. Like, these people need to get paid for their work, period. Just like you do. Just like everyone should. Otherwise, it's slavery. And coming back from slavery for 300 years, nigga. To hear y'all niggas talk.
Oh nah, bro. Look. Not to get off topic, bro, because I'm just gonna say this and we gonna get right back to the game and shit. But bruh, I saw the most absurd tweet ever in life. Ever in life.
I feel like I have an idea of what.
You know which one I'm talking about.
No,
I was very vocal about that tweet. This nigga said, bro, 9/11 was more impactful than slavery. Most people don't even care about slavery.
Oh, yeah, I seen that.
Yo, I looked at this nigga, bro. I looked at this tweet, bro. Normally, I would scroll by tweets like that and just keep it moving, but I couldn't do it, bro. You telling me niggas that was 300 plus years enslaved, bro, getting beat, lynched, having their babies fucking hanged, wives being raped, nigga. You telling me that one event, one disastrous event trumps that? Nah, dog. Anyway, we can move back. I was just gonna say that and move back. We can move back.
It's the same thing with my Mexican people, man. I mean, those motherfuckers were getting lynched and nobody knew about that shit. I mean, there was a lot of shit going on back in the day, man. Dog. Like, all of us people of color and shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you're right, you know, let's not get into that. But I wanted to talk about
let me say one thing. It's not gonna be that bad. I promise you. It's gonna be quick too.
Go ahead.
Quick. But I don't think people like that kind of comment, right? I don't think motherfuckers realize just how much was going on. Black people don't speak African because it was hung out of them. If you spoke it back in that day, they would hang you in front of your kids, so your kids know not to say it either. And to sit there and say, 2,000 people died, 2,000 plus or whatever, 4,000, whatever, people died on 9/11. Very sad day. I was hurt, and everybody else was hurt. You know what I'm saying? Just looking at that with disbelief. I get it. But to say it was worse than, no. It's a lot of things that shit ain't worse than. Same thing that happened to fucking with the Holocaust and shit. All this shit. Yeah, you it's stupid to fucking even line that up with the same type of level of impact on the earth. So,
bro, but I get suspended from Twitter, bro. I get suspended from Twitter for making a what if tweet, bro. Niggas be able to say all type of crazy shit, dog. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on, bro? It was so crazy when I got suspended from Twitter, which a lot of y'all didn't know, or probably y'all did, because y'all like, this nigga ain't tweeting. What the fuck going on?
No, we know.
Yo. No, this just happened. Like a couple days ago.
Wait, what?
Yeah, this shit just happened a couple of days ago, bro.
What did you do?
Yeah, I said a what if about COVID, bro. I was like, yo, what if, this COVID shit is just, a crazy complex form of fucking population control, right? Now, nobody didn't report me or nothing like that. Twitter literally sought me out for that shit, dog. Shit. You know what I'm saying? They was like, yeah, we can't spread misinformation. I'm like, I said, what if? Not it is. There's a very there's a very strong difference between it is and what if.
Yeah.
You were posing a question and not stating a fact.
Exactly. Exactly, bruh. Like Twitter is out of control. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna even lie, dog. I was happy when them niggas kicked fucking Donald Trump out that bitch, dog. That's the reason why I really don't get mad about it now because this was kind of what it led to. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really be mad about it, bruh. But it's getting to the point where, dog, you can't, bruh. Why did they create Twitter, bro? Like, what is it for? If you can't say what the fuck you want, what is it for, bruh?
Facts. That's facts. Yeah. Especially when people like you said, Donald Trump. That nigga was about to start World War III and actually doing legal legislation over fucking Twitter, bro. Like, yeah, literally, like it's like, come on, dog. But they didn't suspend him. They waited until later to fucking.
They waited until he was not in office. Like that's wild.
Yeah, it's really crazy, bro. But I get it though, man, because Twitter is nothing more than a marketing tool for businesses, bro. Like we are being used as marketers for these companies all the time, and we really don't understand it. Whether we saying something good or bad, bro, we're mentioning them. We're giving them impressions, bro. Like this is what we're doing on a daily basis, bro. All while we think that we're just championing our team, my nigga. Like that's not what it is, bro. Like it, man. You know what? Back to the game and shit, dog, because this is just gonna carry on and it ain't gonna be good.
Yeah, I mean, I technically don't like to get into that whole racial thing and like, you know, politics and stuff like that, just because, like, you know, I mean, whatever happened in the past, you know, it happened in the past. I don't look back. I just walk forward and just try to focus on the positives. And yeah, there's fucking asshole people out there. There's always gonna be, you know.
Yeah, you better start looking back because that shit will be right back in front of you in a second, in a heartbeat.
Probably could, man. I'm not denying that. But anyways, let's change topics real quick. What I wanted to talk about was that one motherfucker. I don't know if he's a journalist or who the fuck he is, but he was complaining about the character in Project Eve and how she was.
No. Oh yeah, no, that's not a journalist.
Who was that motherfucker?
That's
Digital Foundry.
That's Alex.
Yeah. That's Blue Gaga dog ass.
Funny enough, he had nothing to say about Tales of Arise. You know what I'm saying? He had nothing to say about Bayonetta. He had nothing to say about any other and what people don't understand and realize is that Project Eve is a multi-plat, bro. They literally marketed this shit with PlayStation, but the shit is going everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And I think he thought that was just a hit at PlayStation, not realizing that if you go to the website, it mentions that the game is coming to Xbox.
Gotcha. So, well, basically the way you're saying is this motherfucker is like, he's all cap and he just wants to say something negative about PlayStation. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yep. That's basically
like 90% of the people on Twitter or even on YouTube just now is just like PlayStation bad news. They have a showcase, all this extra shit is going around them. Like,
Yeah. I mean, I thought the character was beautiful, and this motherfucker just comes out of nowhere and starts saying that shit. I couldn't believe what the fuck I was hearing. I was like, damn, dog. Like, I think the character's supposed to look for like, are they supposed to look like a specific way? What the fuck, man?
It's supposed to look like a man. They're supposed to look like men because their titties shouldn't exist. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't have butts.
You know he's offended by the female body anyway, dog. That's why he fucked the booties.
I mean, I don't know if y'all seen my Digital Foundry video. I exposed the fuck out of that whole thing. I don't know if you've seen it. But this man is an artist. Okay, and I'm an artist, so I take full offense to anybody that talks shit about art while they're an artist. He's talking about she's exposing too much, she's doing this, she's doing that, and it's just like, you know, he's all disgusted. But this man has pictures publicly on the internet of him naked as an art pose. You know what I'm saying? Several pictures. And I put it in my video.
I've seen.
And if you look at it, it's like, that's the biggest hypocrite I've ever seen. Because it's like, how are you saying she's exposing too much when you're literally sitting on a rock with your fucking legs open naked?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can do this type of art, but nobody, like the people who made Project Eve can't do their vision of what their believe art is. They're not even exposing as much as you. You barely see skin on this bitch. You just see her face. She don't even got cleavage out. What are you talking about?
I mean, like, has this motherfucker even played Nier Automata? Did he fucking complain about that shit? Because I fucking didn't. Shit. Fucking weirdos.
He hasn't played any Japanese games.
It's just like, you know, with Japanese games, you know, it's just
Especially
their culture, bro. It's
Bayonetta,
just how they do
like
shit. I mean, you
she
go to
literally just naked dances. Like, come on,
yeah,
had no problem with that.
it's just that Japanese, they do their things differently. You know, it's a different culture and
I
stuff.
don't
I mean,
think
like,
that's
Wait,
Japanese
Korean.
though. I think that's
Yeah, that's
Korean,
Korean.
bro, or
Yeah.
Chinese or something like that.
Yeah, but they, you know,
Korea.
Asians, they love
Oh, yeah,
love
you're right,
women.
you're right, you're right,
They
you're
love
right,
their
you're right.
women. They love women, dog. I mean, even their men look like women. You know what I'm saying in their games? Shit, dog. Like, they love women a lot.
Yeah.
But look how far it went. Like, he literally had to criticize a game, PlayStation Showcase,
I'll be right back,
just
guys.
because it was PlayStation that did it. Like, I bet you money, if this was an Xbox
Nah, I don't-
quote unquote exclusive, it would never have even batted an eye. on this
The thing
topic.
is, I don't even think that was. I don't know, man. I think I have to go back on that one. I don't think that was actually because of PlayStation, because there's a ton of other things that they could have criticized that they didn't even touch at all, period. But I think that's more or less of Alex being the soy boy that he is, bro. I think he really felt offense.
Where was his comment on Bayonetta?
There
Yeah.
was none.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
didn't have anything on Bayonetta or Tales of Arise or anything like that.
Yeah,
But once again, like I said, the game isn't even an exclusive. Like,
I know.
it's not an exclusive in any sense of the manner. You know what I mean? Technically, y'all want me to tell y'all something that's really trippy that I don't think y'all even realize? They got rid of exclusives altogether, dog. Y'all just don't understand it because they segmented it into these subcategories of games that aren't exclusive.
What are you talking about? Who?
I'm
Who you talking about?
I'm saying the
Oh.
game industry altogether,
Oh,
bro.
just period.
I think only one company truly has exclusives, and that is Nintendo.
Nintendo. Yeah.
PlayStation don't have really any exclusives, or either they're timed exclusives now, and
That's not.
Xbox has 0 exclusives. But they
Yeah,
have
no.
stuff. They have dog. The way they segmented and created a word for you. They created console exclusive.
Yeah, I hate
Right.
those terms so much,
I hate
dog.
that term
They
as well.
created console exclusive to make games not being exclusive better. Because you
That
can't
makes
tell
no
me
sense.
this is Xbox and PC exclusive. No, nigga, I could play this on PC or Xbox. I don't need
Right.
one or the other. It is
Mhm.
not exclusive, bro.
Yeah,
But they got niggas running around here calling all these multi-platform games exclusives. The wordplay and the trickery is crazy. But I guess I get a little sad when I realize that these so-called gamers don't know how they're being manipulated. Dude, they used y'all to usher in this nonsense. You were so busy fighting the console war that while they were taking games away from you, you was like, oh, well, at least it ain't on that console. At least it ain't on that console.
Like boiling
You don't even
frogs.
care that the shit is actually not exclusive at all. Nigga, some dudes, they try to manipulate the situation and say, Xbox owns PC. And I'm like, bruh, is you stupid?
Bro, that's the craziest shit I've ever heard. Bro.
Like,
I'm like, that shit is insane, dog. They own Steam. Nigga, they everything. Nigga, they own everything on fucking Windows. They just own it. It's part of the ecosystem.
Basically, exclusives as long as it's not on one particular platform, not just every single platform.
yeah.
Like,
I mean,
it's
when them niggas say that shit, I'm like, hold on. So you telling me that Steam is paying Microsoft to have Microsoft games on Steam? That's what you're telling me right now. Like, because they're on Windows, everybody who's on Windows is paying Microsoft. Like that would be in their ecosystem. Like that would be Microsoft owning PC. Like what the fuck are you talking about? Microsoft don't get no royalties for from Steam.
Steam is fucking an Xbox is in the Xbox ecosystem. I was like, what is this dumb shit? What are you talking about?
That means everything. Nigga, Twitter, Facebook, nigga, Amazon, everybody. They own everyone.
Nah. Low key, I think Microsoft has a huge stake in Twitter, bruh. I was reading something. Yeah, I was reading something a while back, bruh, and some of the things that Microsoft got their hands in, it'll make you scratch your fucking chin. Like, yo, what the fuck?
Twitter?
Like they really on some shit, dog. Like again, while everybody is watching one hand, y'all don't know what that other hand is doing. Same thing with PlayStation, bro. I think Sony's seen the future that they're going to have to get their money from the gaming industry in multiple ways, bro. That's why they started, investing heavily in like Unreal Engine and shit like that. Like Sony is buying up a lot of things that y'all think have nothing to do with gaming, but that other people use. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of stuff that's going on in the industry, and I think honestly, I think that's where Nintendo is failing, bro. Because I've been watching my Nintendo stock, bro. And they have just been falling, and it's crazy. It's weird, right? Because you look at their game sales, and their game sales is through the roof. You know what I'm saying? You can't get them motherfuckers off the charts. But I think it's bigger than that, bro. I think because they're not really innovating, because they're not really pushing things forward, I think that's the reason why their stock is becoming junk. And it's crazy because they was right up there with PlayStation as far as their stock goes. And then, dude, they took a super dive. They just haven't been meeting. You know, it's again. I don't want to turn this to
continue
talk and shit like that. It's just something that I've been. It's just something I've been noticing, and it's kind of weird because they haven't really been making investments outside of Nintendo, and I think shareholders are, they getting a little antsy now.
It's like they're noticing like the pattern of how Nintendo basically almost completely cut off third party altogether.
No. It's not that, because they have good third party support at this point. I think Capcom is one of the biggest third parties that they have, especially with like that Monster Hunter Rise and stuff like that. I think it's just a situation where a lot of these companies aren't giving a fuck about exclusivity. They want to know how you gonna make them money hand over fist, bro. That's what they care about. They don't care about the shit that we care about as consumers. They care about how are you going to generate us more money. Okay, you made X amount of dollars on Animal Crossing, right? You sold X amount of units. Now, how are you going to top that with the next game? I think that's the way.
It's not exclusive. It becomes exclusive. Even when a game is exclusive, it can all of a sudden go elsewhere. It's like you don't know which game is exclusive anymore and which game is not.
Well, they did say that it would become a fight of content this generation. And that's why like Microsoft is scurrying and they're just trying to buy this developer and that developer. I think that the approach that Sony has taken, now that I'm more level-headed about it, I think their approach is better. And the reason why is because they're not just living or dying off the old reputation of games. They're creating new and bigger hits that they own right out the gate. So they may buy this smaller developer, Firesprite, bruh, but what will Firesprite become in the future? You see what I'm saying?
Another Insomiac.
And I think that's more of the way they're looking at it. They want to grow with the developers instead of buying a team, and maybe those teams don't have that same, love for PlayStation like that, right? Because look at what happened with the id Software team. You know what I'm saying? Microsoft bought them and them niggas dipped. They was like, yo, we out, nigga. That could happen with anybody, bro. Like Sony could go out and buy Square. Them niggas might not be on it like that. Maybe they like Nintendo more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Them niggas might get bought. They be like, hey, dog, PlayStation Studios is cool, but nigga, we out. Nigga, we out. But if you start from the ground up, you know what I'm saying? You can build that relationship with the developers, and it doesn't just seem like the ground was taken from underneath them. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah, you can look at Rare, bro. You can look at Microsoft, and when they bought Rare was happy to be there at first, but then they saw what it was, and that entire
that show that studio until like the Connect fucking showcase or whatever the fuck they was doing with the Connect and Rare, it was like, bro, they had plenty of
left, bro. They didn't have no talent left. They only had Rare as a name. You can't buy people. You can only buy the name. So you can buy the name all you want. The talent of that developer, that development team that people know Rare of, left. So they had no choice but to make fucking avatars and Sea of Thieves and a fucking wilderness game that they don't have no idea on how to make it. If that team was still there, those games would have been done and over with already. They wouldn't even have made those games. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
But
They would have
that
made
team,
more Banjo Kazooies and Conker's Bad Fur Days and stuff like that.
yeah. I mean, teams fluctuate all the time. I mean, look at Amy Hennig,
Yeah.
right? She's one of the most successful development teams and one of the most successful consoles. But something there that she didn't like, so that bitch bounced. And now she's doing her own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it happens all the time. That's why I laugh at all these gamers who be saying, oh, this guy left, it went here. This guy, we got this. Oh, the PlayStation quality is going to, The Last of Us developers are joining this Xbox team. So it's like, what's
That's
the big
the
deal?
exact same shit that I was saying about earlier because Ace was talking about how some person, maybe the janitor from Naughty Dog, went to fucking Insomniac or something like that. So definitely that Wolverine game is gonna be mature. I'm gonna say, listen, as much as I would love a mature rated X-Men game, I'm always looking at things from both sides of the spectrum, bro. Because yes, I'm a consumer, but I like to look at it from the business side of things too. And if it doesn't make sense to me, then I kind of figure, it may or may not be the thing. And who knows? Maybe they do go with the mature rating, right? But then again, like I said, they're really putting themselves in a bind because that will definitely cut off a ton of sales, especially with like the concerned parents. With the concerned parents. And you can't look at every game like GTA 5 because that is a fucking anomaly. Same thing as Minecraft.
Like
Same thing as Fortnite. Yeah. Like, listen, man. GTA became so big that niggas just stopped looking at the rating. they
Right.
all they know is my nephew son play GTA, so why can't my son play GTA? Them niggas ain't even looking at that rating no more, man. But for a game that we're hoping to be a success, I don't know if they're gonna roll with the mature rating, but I could be wrong because they do ask you for your date of birth when you go to look at the content on the PlayStation blog, bruh. So that could be a good indicator that it is a mature rating.
It's possible. I was looking at that Wolverine game and I was just thinking, well, he's not like in his, usual X-Men suit. So, it's probably like the origins of like what happened with Wolverine, and it could be dark, man. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. That's my guess, but I could be wrong. Everybody could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's just an opinion that I have, but.
I hope it is because that means they won't hold back when it comes to developing this game, and we'll get like a super visceral game.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
But I mean, they're not gonna hold back. Like, they're not gonna have shit where like limbs aren't really being cut off, or heads aren't being decapitated, or we get crazy blood everywhere. Yo, I think that's why they held back a little bit on Ghost of Tsushima. You know what I'm saying? I think it's for that very reason, bro, because that game should have been a lot more visceral.
Yeah, I always thought like sometimes you can cut limbs up, other time you just don't. I'm like, why? You should be able to cut limbs up every single time.
I don't know, but if I remember correctly, Ghost of Tsushima, that was rated M, wasn't it?
It was.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Okay. Let me see here.
Wanna segue into if Insomiac is PlayStation best developers or not?
Well, what I wanted to talk about is like what you guys think about is Marvel trusting PlayStation, Sony, to make their games. Because what was the guy? Omar, you showed me the article. It was the what's it called? The Sony movie maker, I think, right? For Sony, that's saying that
the Sony boss for the movie said something about I don't know the exact same thing. Give me a second so I can pull up the article.
Yeah, I was saying something about like more games or acquisitions. I'm not sure what it was. I don't know what you guys think about that. Well, actually,
I'm gonna tell you, Gaming Despair, bro. You need to, you definitely need to start scheduling this shit around a 2-hour block, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I think you'd be having some good discussions, bro. I think you'd be having some good discussions.
But it's because
Sony,
it's just
Sony movie boss.
Like I told everybody before. I just finished my test and I'm still studying for my state national exam, so I'm preoccupied with that. And then I got work, And then so I would love to do it earlier, but I'm not sure who'll be up. Sometimes they hit or miss, and hopefully everything everything's gets settled down. Then bro, I'll have longer shows. You know what I'm saying?
Sony movie boss says he expects more games company buyout. The new growth area will be the games business, and who is better positioned than Sony?
Well, here's the thing, man. If you thought Sony was gonna stop or that they're not, I think they're honestly just taking a different approach, bruh. I think they're just not going. It's so weird, dog, because acquisitions have become more important than final products nowadays, dog. Like
Yep.
niggas is like, yo, I hope they acquire, because truthfully, niggas only want companies to acquire these companies just so the other company can no longer have games from said company. It's not because they're planning on buying these games. It's not because they actually enjoy these games. It's more about, we want you to have less. That's it.
Exactly.
And
Yeah, I
it's,
remember. I
that's
remember
that's a
seeing this.
stupid. Oh, my bad. Yeah. Y'all can go
Nah,
ahead.
'cause I remember, like, I tweeted how Microsoft has 23 studios and somehow people still want them to acquire more. And then some dude was like, "Oh, this narrative is hilarious. Microsoft adding more studios is like the Lakers getting a superstar." Of course, people are gonna speculate what's next. It's part of the fun. I'm like, the fuck? And then someone said, "Oh, studios make games, right?" I'm like, they have 23 studios. What really more do they have to acquire
What
to
you
make
should have
games?
asked, because I think you asked the wrong question. You should have asked them at that point, what have you been excited to have since these acquisitions took place?
Hey, but let's be real, dog. Like, most of these motherfuckers, even when these acquisitions came out, right? That
Yeah.
Microsoft purchased. Most of these motherfuckers weren't even playing. I mean, like for instance, like I'm not gonna say his name, but Snooze. Fucking he said he didn't care about any Bethesda
Snooze.
shit, and then now they're fucking excited.
Oh,
So I mean, look at us, bro. Like we're buying all this shit, man. Dude, I'm maxed out on everything I could fucking play for this month alone. I spent a lot, and we actually play the fucking games. I'm just tired of people fucking talking about these acquisitions. Oh, we got 23 studios, 24, 26, whatever the fuck it is. And then they're not playing shit, man. Like, dude, get the fuck out of here, dog. Just stop talking about gaming, bro. Go play your Call of Duty. Go play your NBA 2K. I don't give a shit. Shut the fuck
they
up.
be like 23 studios, but them niggas is on Call of Duty all day.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm fucking talking about, bro. Like,
They want them to
it's
buy,
fucking annoying.
good, knowing they're not gonna buy it. No, I'm not gonna buy the games from them. They just gonna buy Call of Duty.
Yeah, exactly. But yet they still have time to fucking put their input on other games that haven't come out, and they know they're not gonna fucking play. They're like, "Oh, this game looks like trash. Oh, this game was great, but I'm still not gonna buy it anyways." Man, just shut up, dude. Sit down somewhere, man.
Bro, it'd be a lot. It's a lot of hypocrisy going on in the gaming space, bro.
Yeah.
With these niggas who talk, like motherfuckers be straight up like, I'm not gonna buy this game. It's $70. Oh, it's spending too much money. Then I'll give you this equation like, oh, I could have Game Pass for a year, and I just bought 2 games for PlayStation. That's over what the cost of it is for a year. But then turn around and buy 2K and Call of Duty, which is the same price as those 2 games you added up for fucking PlayStation, because they're not on fucking Game Pass. You're spending more money on, and then turn around and buy the PlayStation games as well. So you turn around and you're basically telling us that you're spending more money on PlayStation than you are on Xbox. And then that whole year of games that's on Game Pass are games that you're not even going to play. At best, you'll boot them up because it ain't giving you, at best, you're going to boot it up. Oh, I mean, these motherfuckers tell me some stupid shit like, oh, I get to try all these games like I wouldn't normally try. So I'm like, yeah, you wouldn't normally try them because they're not your type of game. So then you go and you try them and then don't play them because they're not your type of fucking game. So all you're doing is paying Microsoft to demo the games that you're fucking playing, bro. That you mean that's on Game Pass. You're just fucking demoing games.
Yeah.
You're paying to demo games you don't like.
Yeah, exactly, man.
I never
You
understood
feel like
that
playing them because
mentality.
you're paying.
Don't ever give me that shit too when people say that, oh yeah, they're just using Game Pass just to fucking test out the game and then later buy it. Man, shut the fuck up. You're not doing that shit. But
Not doing that.
here's another thing too. I had people like crap. Like he somehow, I don't know how he did it, but he has Game Pass like pretty much up for $1 all the way up to December 2021. And let's see how many motherfuckers actually stay subscribed to that shit, bro. Because I bet you these motherfuckers won't. I bet you, brother.
I never
why you think
understood
Microsoft ain't put out no game? My bad. Go ahead, Omar.
No, you go ahead. I'll go after you.
I was just gonna say, why you think Microsoft ain't put out none of their fucking first party games like that for like almost 2 years now, and they just gonna give you a cross gen Forza Horizon and a cross gen Halo that look worse than all the Halos that came out before it? Is because of this type of shit. They saw. You think Microsoft ain't got the data on all this shit about the little loopholes these niggas was doing, dedicating their lives to fucking Game Pass? Even if it's for $1, you're dedicated to them niggas for 2-3 years. And then it's like you're gonna fucking forget that you got that shit for 2-3. I guarantee you, Crap don't remember what date his shit goes the fuck out. And
that happened to me.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, to where it's gonna charge you without you even fucking noticing. They're gonna get your fucking charging. And I guarantee you that's when Microsoft is gonna start putting out their whack ass games from all these fucking studios. I'm pretty sure some of these studios are working on some baby ass games that they're gonna say, oh, it's day and date on Xbox. I mean on Game Pass, and it's gonna make all these niggas cheer for games they don't give a fuck about, like they did for all the other games that fucking came out on their shit. So
like
they know what they're doing. You're dedicating yourself to them niggas, and then you're gonna forget that you dedicated yourself to them niggas, and then they're gonna start charging you, and you're gonna get charged for shit that you don't even fucking use.
They don't want to pay for Sony games, but then they dedicate their whole lives to fucking promoting Game Pass and paying for that shit without even knowing.
Right. I mean, some even act like a joke. I saw that nigga the real 27 and Doc Dark and them niggas. They trying to do that same little quote unquote joke that Destin made about, oh, they'll say some little snarky shit, then say, oh, I can't believe that Game Pass is $1.
That whole thing with me and shit.
Yeah, with you. They tried to restart that shit a couple days ago. And I'm looking at these niggas like, that shit, y'all niggas are stupid. Y'all niggas sound so stupid, bro. Like, y'all niggas is fucking, they haven't given you shit. Like, sit back and look. Mm-hmm. Sit back and look at what you got, dog. The fucking you niggas are looking stupid as fuck, bro. Like, to the point, it's like it's like how Persona said, bro. Like, I'm not even going. I'm gonna stop even talking to these niggas who ain't got their credentials right. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, why would I even waste time on somebody who don't game? Like, what do we have to talk about? I'm a gamer. Yep. I'm talking games right now. You're not a gamer, so what do we have to talk about? You know?
I never understood.
I'm like real shit, Persona, real shit. You fucking pissant. Good shit, nigga. Give a fuck, nigga. Joker will beat fucking Final Fantasy's Cloud any day. We be arguing over that shit, but nah, he had a point.
I never understood this whole mentality. I never understood this whole mentality of playing games that you don't like just for the sake of playing it. Like, what's the most important thing for us? Time. I would rather play a game I enjoy than waste my time on playing something I don't enjoy.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I personally never played a Halo game. I've never played a Gears 5, but I'm not saying they're bad games, but the thing is that since I haven't played them, I can't have an opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to save myself and not talk about it. I mean, yeah, sure, the Halo Craig memes were funny, but I'm not going to sit there and talk like, you know, I know what I'm talking about because I haven't played the game. So, like, what the fuck, dude?
Mm-hmm.
Some people need to get away from that shit, that fucking mentality, and stop fucking roasting on shit they're never going to play. And that's the shit that pisses me off in the gaming community, bro. But it's not so much as us as fans. It's the weirdos, bro. Like, the fucking, that are stuck in that corporate, bootlicking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is, primarily. And it pisses me off sometimes, man, but I hate talking about it and I hate seeing it all the time on fucking Twitter, but you know, it is what it is, man. That's how they get horny and shit, man. So, fuck it.
Game Pass really is the Netflix of gaming, because you're basically just playing games you don't really like.
But you're subscribed to Game Pass. Shouldn't you like Game Pass? No? I mean, Netflix. Shouldn't you like Game Pass? No, that's what they all say.
And it's the exact same feeling that I have on Netflix. I mean, I have to watch stuff because I'm paying for it. But I don't really like most of the stuff because on Netflix.
I have a question. And I'm genuinely curious about you guys' opinion. I have my own on this topic. why do you guys think Psychonaut 2 didn't chart on what's called MPD? Despite the
Because
fact
people were
care about those
overhyping.
games.
People were overhyping games that they don't give a fuck about. I mean, that's just what it is. Psychonauts 2, they overblowed it because Microsoft owns that studio. So all the little Twitter zealots, all of them niggas came out just to hype it up and not really fucking play it. The completion rate on that game is absolutely nuts.
yeah. It just also what makes it even worse for them is Psychonaut is 60 while Ratchet is 70 and Ratchet charted, I think it was first and then it dipped. I'm not sure about that. But Ratchet did chart on PlayStation. It's like, why do you even hype a game you're not gonna care about? Just for
Because they're
clout?
attached to the brand more than the games.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Yeah, because they desperately want Xbox to have a W.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. They
is
are
a fact.
counting Psychonaut and Deathloop as a W for them.
Game they can't even play.
They can't even
they
play it
review
yet. though.
bombed their own. They review bombed the game from one of the developers that Microsoft owns.
Yeah, they
Right.
reviewed the review on Deathloop. That shit was funny as
You
fuck.
said, "Too bad, Sony ponies. You won't be getting Deathloop next time." I'm like,
And you know
what?
what, man? I'll be honest, man, about that shit, about the whole review bombing shit. I feel bad for the developers, bro, because they're trying their hard, man. They're trying to envision like what they want to create and stuff like that. And these motherfuckers are bombing this shit. And I feel bad for them, man.
They're making whole fake accounts.
It's like your work, man. Like, dude, you're putting in blood, sweat, and tears and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just to get this out, and then you check out the Metacritic, which a lot of people do. And I think David Jaffe spoke on that shit where he was saying that. I think it was David Jaffe. Oh no, it was Jeff Ross. He was saying that that Sony actually looks at shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it
Right.
kind of sucks. I feel bad for them, the developers. I mean, they ain't doing shit wrong. They're just fucking doing their job, man. It's like, dude, cut that shit out, dog. Like, what do you get the fuck out of that, man? Get the fuck out of here, man. But I don't know if you guys want to add anything else to that. Oh yeah, actually, we got off topic and shit. we're gonna talk about fucking if Marvel favors Sony, which I'm pretty sure they probably do. To be honest with you, man. I mean, they've made Marvel movies and stuff like that, so I'm pretty sure that Marvel looks at Sony and they're thinking, well, they're doing a good job, so why not?
You know what it is that Metacritic, because Metacritic is being used in such a way by businesses, Metacritic needs to change the way they do business. Honestly, if it's clear that you have a person who comes to Metacritic, rates every Xbox game a 10 and every PlayStation game a 0, there's clearly this person's opinion should be omitted.
Mm-hmm.
It should be omitted, bro. Like it's very clear that there's something going on here, and it could be the same exact game, same game.
I don't know, man.
It's like those opinions should be omitted, bro, because they don't even have good reasoning behind why they scored it a 0 or why they scored it a 10.
Yeah,
Some of them be so blatant that they literally say, "Oh man, I'm rating this a 10 because it's on Game Pass." What?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is. I mean,
So
They
really,
should have it
Metacritic should
for-
get involved.
I've seen some reviews too where they scored a game 0 and they're like, "Well, I'm not buying it anyway." So I'm like, "What the fuck, dude? Like, why the fuck?"
They even did this for Ghost of
Rating?
Tsushima Director's Cut, and there's like, well, I'm sorry, but I'm going to give this game a 0 because it's $70 or some shit like that. I'm like, you really wasted your time to do all that?
No, but
No,
yeah,
but
you're right, you're right.
Metacritic is allowing those opinions to be seen. They should have a way to moderate these reviews.
They don't have. They don't even have a way to showcase who finished the game to begin with.
But
They
Sip is
should
right,
have.
though.
They should make you show some sort of purchase or something
Yes,
like that.
Yes.
Exactly.
There you go.
Like
Yeah,
some form of credentials to prove that you played it?
Yeah, but it has to be something that can be verified, though. Not like just a receipt from anywhere, nigga. Because I can go and make a receipt from anywhere. Like that didn't make any sense. It should be something that's verifiable. How they would do that, I don't know. And maybe that's why they don't do it. They're like, yo, we not
They
gonna go
should
through
link
all of
it to
this.
your account, to your PlayStation or Xbox account.
Yeah.
Or you know what? They could send you like a code that'll access you to actually making a review for a game or something like that. I don't know, man, bro. Like, it's a confusing topic with Metacritic, man.
It's not confusing because they're making money out of it.
Well, yeah.
The simple fact is that we're not supposed to take Metacritic seriously like that anyway. It's just
Facts.
people's opinions at the end of the day. Me personally, I don't take it serious. Like, I really don't give a fuck about a Metacritic. If I want to play a game, I'm gonna play that game. It doesn't.
I ain't gonna make that fucking video. This nigga
What
right.
video?
This nigga sick right as fuck, bro. Like, that's the last place you want to get any type of information on how good a game is.
Yeah.
When Metacritic isn't balanced enough to give an accurate depiction on what's good and what's not good. That's why you'll see the same game on Xbox and the same game on PlayStation have different fucking scores, is because they don't have the same amount of reviewers on one side than the other, making the scores average fluctuate in a way it shouldn't be. And there's also there's no structure to stop whomever from making a Metacritic review. You see patterns like Xbox Wire or whatever, give an Xbox game a high score. Like somebody gave fucking Crackdown a fucking 90 or some shit, and it's clear that there's something the matter with that. You can't. There's just too many problems. I need to make a video because I actually made a list on all the fucking problems that they have, and why you shouldn't use that metric. You just use yourself. Like, I don't get it, nigga. That's what we did in the past. That's what we should be doing now. Use your fucking self. You can see a game and see a trailer for a game, and then you can tell whether or not that is your type of game. If you are on the fence, wait for a sale, or take that leap like gamers normally do. But listening to somebody else who you don't know, and you don't know what they like, you don't know how many games they had to hurry up and play. These people have jobs that they are tired of, and you don't know. Their experience in a game could be different from your experience of a game. And if you're going to use that to be a metric on how you buy games, then you're trusting people that you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? And I can't.
I mean, they got people they got people reviewing games that don't even like that type of genre of game.
That don't even finish yet.
That's the thing. Like, I was talking. I think it was on my last podcast when I was with Sig. I loved Final Fantasy 13, like I said it before, and he loved it too, but they gave it like a 60 or some shit. I didn't give a fuck what the fuck they thought, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't know what the fuck Metacritic was at the time, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man, how that shit works. Everybody has their own different preferences, bro. Like, I'd be playing fucking Peggle 2, motherfucker. I put some puzzle games and shit.
Yo, you actually play that shit?
Yeah, I played that shit, bro.
I played that shit too. I played it on Xbox and PlayStation.
Hey, hold on. Hey, don't judge me, bro. Because you play Hannah Montana, motherfucker. So don't.
Hey, that's a fact, bro. Hey, that's a fact, nigga. I was walking around with fucking Miley Cyrus, bitch. Like, come on, man. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, dog. I used to be real stupid back in the days, bro. Like, the way you talking about this shit, bro, I didn't care if I liked the game or not, nigga. I was like, yo, I'm about to get this platinum, bro. What? This is an easy platinum? Let me go and jump on that shit, bro. Now, if I don't fuck with the game, nigga, that shit will stay unplayed until I feel like I want to come back to it, bro.
I feel you.
Yeah. Hey, but I gotta bounce real quick. Somebody in my Discord starting a discourse. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go handle that shit real quick because nigga wanna hop in the chat or some shit. And he over here fucking with V, and that's the one person you don't fuck with up in the round table shit. So I'll be back though. It should be quick. So if y'all still live, I'll be back. If not, then just hit me up next time. You know, all you gotta do is hit me up. If I'm home, I'll hop on.
All right, brother.
All right.
Oh man, this fucking cold got me feeling crazy, bro. I'm supposed to be freezing right now, nigga, but I feel hot as shit, dog. Hey, I'm about to bounce, nigga. I'm finna lay it down, bro. I can't do it right now, bro. I feel like complete fucking shit.
Yeah, brother,
dog.
go get some rest, man. Go take some vitamins, drink a lot of water, brother. Hopefully it's not COVID, if anything.
Nigga, I've been on it, bro. Like, I've been drinking
hopefully you feel
orange
better.
juice, nigga. Nigga, orange juice with the pulp, nigga. Give me all of that.
Hell yeah. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, bro. You gotta have that pulp in there, man. I swear to God, brother.
Yo, nah, but this was definitely a real good cast, man. I definitely appreciate it, bro. And like I said, man, you need to get on them 2 hour, at least a 2 hour block, bro, because shit be coming up, dog.
I love my voice telling him that.
y'all niggas have a good one, bro. Like,
Yeah, take care.
Game of Despair gonna be good, bro. I'm
Take
telling
care.
you, bro. You got a voice for this podcast and shit, dog. You don't know
I
it yet, but
appreciate
you
that,
do,
man.
dog. All right, man.
Appreciate it.
I'm
Take
out.
care, brother.
Later.
All right, man. Guess it's almost time to end the show. I don't know if you guys
I
wanna talk
think
about
you're
something else.
gonna cut it short as well, I think.
Yeah,
We covered every topic.
it's because I got work, bro, too. The thing is, too. And then I'm still studying as well. Like, today I was writing notes before I did the show, and I was waiting for people to come on. It would have been longer, but, you know, it is what it is. But, yeah, man. You guys have...
Yeah, we did cover our topic. We covered them all.
Yeah, we did, actually. We did. You know, so I don't know if you guys want to add anything to it. K, Blue, who else is here? Lamar. And you, Omar, obviously. I don't know if you guys want to give an outro or just say fuck Gaming the Spirit. I hate this channel. I don't want to be on here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
But go ahead, man. Go ahead if you guys want to give an outro real quick. And then I'll have a longer show next time, all right? I just need to take my state national exam test, and then we'll fucking... I'll start having longer shows, but not too long, like 2 hours. I'm not going to do a King Thrash or Sick Humor where they're like on for like...
5,
Yeah,
12 hours.
can do.
You know what I'm
Can
saying?
do a 6-hour stream.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for having me. This was lots of fun. Shout out to you, shout out to the panel. Hit that like button, and yeah, share the stream.
Yeah, man, appreciate that. Yeah, share the stream. You don't have to like button. I don't care, man. I'm just here to have fun, chill out with you guys. And what the fuck is this on my fucking show? It's like some dude in a mask. The fuck? All right. Hey.
Huh?
Go ahead, Kay.
Oh, I wasn't saying anything.
All right. You weren't gonna say anything. You're like, fuck that. I don't want to announce who the fuck I am. All right, it's all good. No worries. What about you, Blue?
Yeah, just thanks for having me and enjoy the show and hit that like, I guess.
All right. Lamar, did you say something? No, I forgot. I was looking at my phone real quick.
Oh no, I appreciate you for having me on, like always. Y'all know where to find me at this point. Like I've been on this podcast for a minute. You know, PSN, the Humorous L-Man, YouTube, also the Humorous L-Man, Twitter, Lamar the Great 20. I plan to stream Sonic Colors Ultimate sometime soon. Yes, sir. I plan on streaming Sonic Colors Ultimate, whether it be today or tomorrow. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Not for sure, man. What about you, Omar? Did you say no or no? Omar,
Yeah, what?
did you say no?
I already did my outro.
Right. Yeah,
Baka.
about that.
Are you asleep?
No, it's not that. It's just that I'm concentrating on different things right now because I got work and I'm looking at my schedule and I'm I'm tired as hell. All right, man. All right, catch you guys later on the next stream. All right, man. Take care, brothers. Peace out.
Later.
Take care.